typically when someone has a special attachment to a Disney character, it's from a movie that came out when they were a little kid. But every now and then, even when we're a little bit older, something comes out that just means that extra special something to you. So here's me meeting Stitch in Tomorrowland. I grew up listening to a lot of Elvis with my mom and my grandmother, so even though I was in college, when Lilo and Stitch was coming out, I was pretty excited for it. And I was in love with Stitch from the get-go. He was just so adorable and sassy, I just loved him. I had a really cute Stitch poster in my college dorm room that had 626 and said like Miga Nalaquista at the bottom. I just thought it was the best. I absolutely loved it. Probably the only person brave enough to go to their college dorm with a Disney poster, but what can I say? So when I started a new jacket for characters to sign that was a little less princess-oriented, of course Stitch had to be included. I played with several different pose ideas, thinking maybe surfing or in his Elvis costume, but then I just really wanted to play with the dimensionality of it, so I have him bursting out of the jacket. It just seemed very Stitch and very cute. Having that slight destructive quality just seemed very on brand for Stitch. I've met with Stitch several times before now, and his line can be kind of hit and miss. There isn't a fast pass for it, but you can usually get in pretty reasonably. If you walk by and the line is outside of the door, I probably would pass it up. Just keep an eye out. You're probably going to be doing a lot of walking in circles at Disney. You're going to be by probably several times. As you walk by, if you see the line is not out of the door, but he is meeting, I would hop in then. The line moves pretty steadily, but he does take occasional breaks to check in with the Galactic Federation, so keep that in mind. I don't usually mind waiting a little bit to see Stitch. At least the line is air conditioned and you're out of the sun. It usually gives us a minute to check out our fast passes. Stitch meets where the Stitch's Great Escape ride used to be, right across from the Monsters, Inc. laugh floor. Of course, as usual, he was very excited to see himself on the jacket. Like, super excited. Stitch is a really fun character to meet for pretty much everybody. If you're a little too old or cool for the whole princess scene, he's a bit of a troublemaker. He's very entertaining. But Stitch is a really great character for pretty much anybody to meet with, especially kids, but really anybody that's not really into the whole princess scene and you kind of want to ease them into the character interaction. Stitch is a really good one to start with. He's a little more fun in sort of like an ornery kind of way, kind of like Peter Pan, but if you have younger kids that aren't really familiar with that character, they're more likely to know Stitch and kind of jive with that a little bit more. He does some really fun poses like hang 10 and little monster paws, gets some really cute pictures. Even though the lighting sometimes isn't the best in there for some reason, it's really cute anyway. Because of the paws and claws and the visual obstructions, I was a little worried that Stitch might not be able to sign a jacket very well, but he did great. It turned out awesome. So that was my meeting with Stitch in Tomorrowland. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.